Smash that like button and that subscribe button. You see me working hard for the money over here. Subscribe for more exclusive content.
Let me ask you something. What if every single dollar you spent in your neighborhood actually helped build your neighborhood? Well, right now in Houston's Third Ward, a new movement is making that happen. This is all about how a community is turning its one-of-a-kind culture into its very own currency. And you know what? It all kicks off with a legendary sound. And that line right there, that's the whole philosophy. This isn't about chasing quick flips or jumping on some passing trend. No. This is about building something real, something that lasts. And that powerful idea, it comes from a true Houston legend.
So to really get what this is all about, you gotta go back to the source. The entire idea, the whole economic model, it's built on the mindset of one man, a Houston icon whose influence just runs deep through the city's veins.
Robert Earl Davis Jr., but the world knows him as DJ Screw. See, he didn't just play music, he totally re-architected it. By slowing that tempo way down, he created this deep, soulful sound that became the unmistakable heartbeat of Houston. He was a true community icon for sure.
And this just nails the connection. Just like Screw slowed down music to find its real soul, this project is slowing down the absolute frenzy of Web3. It's all about being deliberate, being intentional, and building something for people, not just for profit.
Okay, so how does that whole slow down vibe actually apply to money? Let's take a look at the problem SLUV is here to solve, and it's a problem that affects neighborhoods pretty much everywhere.
Seriously, think about the last time you bought a coffee or a sandwich from a local spot. Where'd that money actually go? Most of the time, a huge chunk of it leaves your neighborhood almost instantly. So SLUV is asking a really simple question. What if we could actually change that?
And here is the answer. SLUV. And look, forget all the complex crypto jargon for a second. At its heart, this is a tool. Think of it like a neighborhood-specific currency you can use at the barbershop or the corner store, all while you're earning rewards and getting a real voice in local decisions.
This slide just breaks it down perfectly. On the left, you've got the old way, right, where money just leaks out of the community. But on the right, you have the sluv way, which creates what's called a local wealth loop. So every time you use sluv, you're not just buying something, you're literally reinvesting in your own neighborhood. So that's the big picture. Now let's zoom in a bit. How does this actually work for the people who make the Third Ward's economy run? I'm talking about the local merchants.
The goal here was to make this an absolute no-brainer for merchants. You get a totally free point-of-sale kit, and there's this make-whole guarantee that protects a portion of your sales for the first 2 weeks. That means there's literally no risk. Plus, you get free marketing through the community map and a bonus for signing up your neighbors. It's a win-win.
And getting started is ridiculously fast. We're talking less than 30 minutes to get going. A simple one-page agreement, you set up the stand, run a quick test transaction, and boom, you're live. It's designed to be as easy as possible.
Okay, so that's the value for businesses. But what about the rest of us? For the residents, the customers, what's in it for you to start using SLVOF?
Getting you on board is all about education and empowerment. There's this program called Airdrop to Learn, where you can do a quick, simple lesson on digital wallet basics, and once you finish, you get your first batch of SLUV tokens, totally ready to spend at local shops.
And it's not just about spending, it's about earning. Every single time you check in at a participating business, you earn 300 reward points called bars. You can use your bars to get discounts, access exclusive events, and even have a say in how things are run.
And hey, if you get in early, the rewards are even bigger. This velocity ladder shows how you can get a massive 30% off your purchases in the first week. The longer you wait, the smaller the discount gets. So there's a real reason to get started right now.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great, but how do I know I can trust it? And you know what? In a world full of crypto scams, that's a totally fair question. So here's how sluv is different.
This slide gets right to the heart of it. On one side, you have all these hype coins, driven by nothing but speculation. On the other, you have SLUV, which is built on a foundation of real-world use, things you can actually do with it, and it's backed by hard assets.
So what's actually backing SLUV? Not just hype, but real, tangible stuff. We're talking physical gold and silver, ownership in classic hip-hop music, and even real estate right there in the Third Ward. This isn't just some digital token. It's a piece of the community's culture and its future. And as a holder, you get a say in how it's all managed.
And to make sure that trust is earned and kept, the whole project is committed to being radically transparent.
Audits are public, there are proofs that the money is locked in, and every single transaction can be verified. It's all out there in the open for everyone to see.
So what's next? Well, the pilot program has some pretty ambitious goals for the first 6 weeks. And honestly, we need your help to make it happen. We're aiming for 8,000 token holders, 1,000 transactions at local businesses, and 500 people voting on community stuff. Every person who joins really does make a difference.
Which brings us to the final and most important question. The culture, the vibe, the value, all of it has always come from the community. This project just provides the tools to finally own it and direct where it goes.
The call to action is simple and it's powerful. Own the culture. Secure the SLUV. It's basically an invitation to stop being just a consumer of the culture and start being an active owner in your community's economic future.
So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and scan the code to get your first sluv and start earning rewards. Or if you're a business owner, sign up to become a merchant and join Movement. This is your chance to be part of something really special, to build a stronger community, and to own a piece of the culture you love. Thanks for tuning in.
Smash that like button and that subscribe button. You see me working hard for the money over here. Subscribe for more exclusive content.